Hello friends, it's Miss Jamie and I'm so happy to be here with you today for another fairy tale story. Before we get started with that, let's sing with our music teacher, Miss Nancy. We're going to do pat, pat, pat. Here she is.
Hello, Miss Jamie. Hello, virtual preschool friends. This week we are singing Pat, Pat, Pat from Wonderful You. Pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Now squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, 'cause that feels neat. Squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, and now we'll pat, pat, pat again. Pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Now, fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your fingers in your fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your fingers in your fingers in your hair, and now we'll pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Thank you for singing Pat, Pat, Pat with me. Now it's time to go back to Miss Jamie. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Nancy. Should we wake up Betsy Blackbird? Call for her. 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, where are you? Betsy, are you back there hiding behind the easel? She is. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. Here, here, we're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Oh, it's so good to see you today. Betsy, I think this might be one of your favorite weeks, right? Betsy loves listening to stories. Do you like listening to stories too? Well, the story we're going to learn today is called Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. You might remember yesterday there was 3 of something also. What did we talk about yesterday that had 3? The 3 little pigs. Yes. And today we're going to read Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. That's another interesting thing about fairy tales. Fairy tales usually have a pattern of 3, like 3 pigs or 3 bears. While I tell you this story today, will you listen to see if there's anything else you hear that there are 3 of? Will you listen with your ears? And if you hear something and there's 3 of it, say, oh, that's 3. You could even hold up 3 fingers. Show me 3. Yes, let's listen for a pattern of 3. Once upon a time, there was a family of bears who lived in the woods. There was a great big Papa Bear and a medium-sized Mama Bear and an itty-bitty, cutie-patootie little baby bear. One morning, the bear family woke up to eat their breakfast together. Mama Bear had cooked some porridge, but it was too hot. So the bear family decided to go for a walk in the woods to wait while their porridge cooled off. So they left their little house in the woods and went for a walk. As soon as they left, a little girl wandered by their house. She saw their pretty front door and decided she would just walk in. She didn't even knock. "Don't mind if I do," she said. She went into the kitchen where she saw 3 bowls of porridge. Baby Bear's little bowl, Mama Bear's medium bowl, and Papa Bear's great big bowl. She took a bite of Papa Bear's porridge and spit it out. "Ah!" she said, "this porridge is too hot." Then she took a bite of Mama Bear's porridge. "Blech," she said, "this porridge is too cold." Then Goldilocks took a bite of Baby Bear's porridge, and it was just right. It was so delicious, she ate the whole bowl of porridge. Well, Goldilocks was full, so she decided to go into the family room where she saw 3 chairs. She saw Papa Bear's great big chair and Mama Bear's medium-sized chair, and she saw Baby Bear's itty-bitty, cutie-patootie little chair. Goldilocks was tired from all that walking around, so she decided to sit in the chair. First, she sat in Papa Bear's great big chair. "Ouch," she said, "this chair is too hard." Then Goldilocks sat in Mama Bear's chair. "Ugh," she said, "this chair is too soft." Then Goldilocks sat in Baby Bear's chair, and it was just right. She rocked, and before you know it, the chair broke. Goldilocks kept exploring. She walked up the stairs and looked in the bedroom. She saw Papa Bear's great big bed and decided to have a rest. "Oh," she said, "this bed is too high." Then she looked at Mama Bear's bed and decided to have a rest. "Ooh," she said, "this bed is too low." Finally, Goldilocks walked over and looked at the 3rd bed, and it looked just right. Goldilocks decided to crawl into bed and take a nap. She didn't hear when the bear family came home. They finished their walk in the woods and arrived back at their cottage. Papa Bear took one look at his bowl of porridge and he said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear looked at her medium-sized bowl and she said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Then Baby Bear looked at his little bowl and he said, Someone's been eating my porridge and look, it's all gone. The bears didn't know what had happened, so they decided to keep exploring. They walked into the living room. Papa Bear took one look at his chair and he said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear looked at her chair and she said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Then Baby Bear looked at his little chair and he said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair and look, now the chair is broken." The bears were very curious to find out what had happened, so they ran upstairs. Papa Bear took one look at his bed and he said, can you say it with me? "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear ran upstairs and looked at her bed and she said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Then Baby Bear ran up the stairs straight to his bed, took one look, and he said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed and look, she's still there." All that noise and commotion woke Goldilocks up. She jumped out of bed and saw she was in a room full of bears. She was so scared. She ran past the bears, down the stairs, out the front door, and back into the woods where she was never seen again. And the 3 bears lived happily ever after. The end. Did you like that story about Goldilocks and the 3 bears? Had you heard that story before? When you were listening, did you hear anything that there were 3 of? What did you hear that there were 3 things? 3 bears. Good, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Good. What else did you find that had 3? 3 chairs. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you're so smart. What else were there 3 of? 3 beds. Yes. 1, 2, 3 beds. Well done. Anything else that there were 3 of? 3 bowls. 1, 2, 3. There were 3 bowls. I'm so proud of you. Nice job. Give your brain a kiss. Brain. Good listening. In the story of Goldilocks, there are 3 bears, and they each have their own bed. We're going to say a silly little rhyme where all 3 bears are in the same bed. Can you count them for me? 1, 2, 3. There's that number 3 again. We're going to say 3 bears in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, I'm crowded." So they all rolled over and one fell out. 2 bears in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, I'm crowded." So they all rolled over and one fell out. 1 bear in the bed, and the little one said, "Come back, I'm lonely." So they hopped back in and snuggled down. 3 bears in the bed, and the little one said, "Good night." Do you know that? If you don't have the bears, you can do it with your hands like this. 3 bears in the bed, and the little one said, Roll over. Can you move like that? Roll over. And then push your hands. I'm crowded. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Two bears in the bed and the little one said, roll over, I'm crowded. So they all rolled over and one fell out. One bear in the bed and the little one said, come back, I'm lonely. So they hopped back in and snuggled down. Three bears in the bed and the little one said, good night. Do you know that silly little rhyme? That's a fun one to do at bedtime. Yesterday we learned the sign for pig. Today I'll teach you the sign for bear. To do a bear, you want to make bear claws on your shoulders like this and say, bear. Can you make the sign for bear? Nice. And we're going to spell the word bear too. Bear starts with a B. B. Good. We're going to spell it like this. B, E, A, and the last letter, R. That's how you spell bear. B-E-A-R. Good. We have those same letters in orange. B, E, A, R. Good. And here they are in green. Say the letters for Miss Jamie. Say B, E, A, R. Wow, you're really good at this. I bet we can do the yellow ones fast. Here goes. B, E, A, R. And the last color I have for you is pink. Spell bear. Say B, E, A, R. Well done. Do you see these pictures, how the colors are all in the same row? And if you look up and down, the columns have the same letter. These are all B, 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 B. And the next one are all E, 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 E. Good. A, R, 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 R. Your brain can remember that pattern. So if I take one away, I bet you can figure out which one is missing. Should we try it? You're good at this game, aren't you? All right, no peeking. One of the bear letters is missing. Can you figure out which one is missing? You know the color. It is yellow. Good. And do you know which letter is missing? B, E. Yes, it's the yellow letter A. You're smart. Should we do it again? No peeking. Look this way. One of the bear letters is missing. Can you figure out which one is missing? You know which color it is down here? Pink. Good. And do you know which letter is missing? B. Yes, you're right. It's the letter E. Well done. One more time. Okay, let's do it quickly. No peeking. Oh, which letter is missing? Look at the board. Figure out where the spot is missing. Think, what color is it? And which letter is missing? B, B. Yes, it's the letter B. Wow, you're so good. I can't really trick you because you're so good at that game. 2 kisses. Maybe 3, because we're doing pattern of 3. 3 kisses for Fairy Tales Week. I have a really cute book. You're going to love the book that I chose to read to you today. This one is called not Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. This book is called Goaty-locks and the 3 Bears. And the troublemaker in the story is not a little girl. It's a little goat. Do you see Goaty-locks and the 3 Bears? Let's read and find out what happens when Goaty-locks stumbles upon the 3 Bears' house. Goaty-locks and the 3 Bears. Here's the title page. See all those flowers? And what else do you notice? A butterfly. Goaty-locks and the 3 Bears by Erica S. Pearl. She's the author. Illustrated by Arthur Howard. He's the illustrator. He did all the pictures. This is one of my favorite fairy tale books ever. Once upon a time, there was a kid named Goaty-locks. Look how cute she is. She lived down the road from a family of bears. When the bears went out for a walk one morning, well, you can probably guess what Goaty-locks did. Inside the bear's house, Goaty-locks found 3 bowls of porridge. She tasted the biggest bowl, but it was too hot. She tasted the medium bowl, but it was too cold. Then she tasted the little bowl. It was just right. So she ate it. The little spoon too. Burp. Goats are sort of notorious for eating trash and things they're not supposed to eat, like the whole bowl and the spoon too. Next, Goaty-locks found 3 chairs. She tried the big chair, but it was too hard. She tried the medium chair, but it was too soft. Then she tried the little chair. Oh, it was just right. So she ate it, cushions and all. The family of fish are shocked. Do you see their eyes? At this point, Goaty-locks began to feel sleepy. Upstairs, she found 3 beds. She tested the big bed, but it was too lumpy. She tested the medium bed, but it was too squishy. Then she tested the little bed. It was just right. So she ate it, plus the blanket, 2 pillows, and a pair of pajamas. Then, with a contented sigh, Goaty-locks fell fast asleep. Shortly thereafter, the bears came home. You can probably imagine the commotion. "Someone has been eating my porridge," said Papa Bear. "Someone has been eating my porridge," said Mama Bear. "Hey, where's my porridge?" asked Baby Bear. "Get a load of this," called Papa Bear from the dining room. "Someone has been sitting in my chair." "Gracious," said Mama Bear. "Someone has been sitting in my chair." "Hey, where's my chair?" asked Baby Bear. They found the culprit upstairs. "My bed!" wailed Baby Bear. "It's gone." Goldilocks opened her eyes. Above her stood 3 bears. Quickly, she jumped up and hoofed it for home, which probably sounds like the end of the story. But look, she's running away. The next day, Goaty-locks woke up feeling a little, well, sheepish. She wanted to make things right with her neighbors. But how? Outside, she found her answer. Poor Goaty-locks felt bad about eating all of Baby Bear's things, didn't she? What's she gonna do? How could the bears resist? Her gift was so pretty, so thoughtful. It was just right. Look, she picked some flowers. And the note says, for the 3 bears. So they ate it. Look, they're all having a picnic with these flowers. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and Goaty-locks too. And Baby Bear says, burp. Look at all the flowers. Isn't that a cute book about a little goat named Goaty-locks? Did it remind you of the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears? Did you say, hey, that book reminds me of this other story? That means your brain is making connections, which means you're a very good reader. I'm so proud of you. Today, for your home project, I wonder if you and your grown-up might like to taste some porridge. Now, you can make real porridge, or you might just want to taste some oatmeal. Miss Jamie loves to eat oatmeal for breakfast. All you have to do is pour the oatmeal into your bowl, and then your grown-up can help you get some water or milk, not too hot, not too cold, but just right, and pour it into your oatmeal. You can mix it up. Maybe you'd even like to put some fruit on top or some brown sugar or something delicious. And you can taste oatmeal just like the bears did for their breakfast. If you decide to make your own oatmeal, will you tell me how it tasted? Tell me if you like oatmeal or you don't, or maybe you're not sure yet. You could put your thumb in the middle. Will you tell me how that goes? I can't wait to hear from you. Well, we had fun learning our second fairy tale, but it's already time for us to call Betsy to come back. Can you help me call her? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Come on, Betsy. Hello, friends. Oh, I loved that story. Too hot, too cold, just right. That was a fun one, wasn't it? Did you like that story too? Betsy, I like listening to books with you and stories, but we have to sing goodbye now. Are you ready? Preschool time is over now, over now, over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Would you like to throw some birdseed for Betsy? Get a big imaginary handful out of your pocket. And remember that Betsy and Miss Jamie made you this play pack. It has lots of fun ideas for things you can keep doing at home to learn and play after the video is over. Betsy's ready. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the bird seed. If you'd like to catch Betsy's kiss, hold your hand out like this. Get ready, because here it comes. Catch it. Stick it to your cheek. Give yourself a great big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We love learning stories with you. We can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends. Thanks for the bird seed.